Well, today here I'm standing in Victoria in a town called Beveridge, and this is the very place where Ned Kelly was born, into this house I'm about to show you. And it's a fascinating story following Ned Kelly. You know, there's two thoughts: that some just see him as a criminal, and then there's the other camp that understand that, you know, a lot of things shaped this man's life, and how the police harassed him over the years, and I think he came to a point where he just didn't care anymore, which is often a tale in many people's lives. But this house of Ned Kelly, it was built in 1859, and it's where they say Ned Kelly lived till about 4 years of age. But eventually family moved on. There was no money to be made around here, and but it still stands today. But as we turn around, you know, you begin to get a bit of a look at, you know, this house is pretty old, and yet it still stands the test of time, and quite amazing. So let's go for a bit of a walk, and you'll have a bit of a look, and we'll chat about it as we go. You know, it's amazing. You can see that, you know, I love to stand in these places and imagine and think that, you know, these pieces of wood, this chimney, these are the things that, you know, these people touched and walked around, and it was part of their lives. And the funny thing about Victoria, you can travel around and look at all the history, and you know, the voice of history is all around you. And you know, our roots are here. It doesn't matter, you know, we come from Perth in Western Australia, but you know, our historical roots are all through these country towns. You know, I often look and see old bits of fence there that, you know, Ned Kelly's dad was John Kelly, or just they called him Red because of his ginger hair and big red beard. And you know, these people physically touched these pieces of wood here, and crafted them to make a fence. And over here we still see the old buildings. It's just truly remarkable that something can stand here for so long. You know, look at these old chimneys, you know. It was put up here in 1859, and it still stands today, and it doesn't even look like it's going to fall over. Just amazing, you know, like this here probably would have been a little veranda at some stage. And you know, I think a couple of his brothers were born here too, so you know, you just see that children would have run around this house and you know, played on these little verandas and things. Had 4 rooms inside. One of them they used to use as a milking shed. Look at this old timber here, still here after all these years. Quite amazing. Old chimney stack. Would have cooked many a dinners. Probably kept them pretty warm in there. It gets pretty cold out here at times. Just amazing. And look at that. Was that one of their old beds? Well, it's quite likely it is. Didn't look very comfortable, but quite amazing. Another chimney stack over there. And look at the old walls and things, still standing the test of time. Looks like something's been put on the edge there just to give it a bit of protection on the walls from the weather. But must be thousands of people come out here and have a look at this old house. Very amazing. And here we see their old well. This would have been where they would have got their water from. And yeah, truly, I suppose you can just about visualise this family living here. All the sights and sounds. I'd give anything to be able to go inside and have a look, but as you can see, it's fenced off. But oh gee, I'd love to see inside. That'd really be fantastic. I suppose if I thought I could get inside for a look, I'd probably be a criminal for a day and just have a bit of a look. But yeah, this part here looks like it was the first part of the building. But you know, it is amazing that you think about, you know, a man hammered all this timber together, you know, in 1850, and here it is today, still standing there. It's quite a testament to how things were built back then. Let's go on a bit further. You can see down the side there. Over here, I'm not sure, but it's got timber there sticking out of the ground. Could have been an old shed or something. We don't know. Could have been a part of a veggie patch. I'm sure they would have grown vegetables and things here. Quite amazing. Amazing to think that, you know, a man, John Red Kelly, Ned Kelly's dad, built this with his own hands. They probably would have collected the timber from surrounding areas. Not much here now, farmland's come along. But you know, see these pieces of wood that have been shaped to be used for something, made by a man that lived here 200 years ago. Love this sort of stuff, it's quite good. Very, very interesting. And on this side you can see that probably used to be a door in the middle there and a couple of windows, and where they probably came in and out of the house. A few windows on this side of the house. Another fireplace, a couple of fireplaces. Would have been very cold out here, so keeping warm with fire would have been paramount, I'd say. Yeah, truly great. Very, very good. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed that. It's my wife over there reading the sign. But you know, if you like things like Ned Kelly, study up about him. You know, he was an interesting fellow and his brothers, and he had a bit of a tumultuous life. You know, in the beginning they were just normal people. You know, they had a bit of fire in them. You know, you got to remember that these lives were shaped from, you know, England occupied Ireland, and they didn't really like the English. And then they were sent out here, and well, Ned Kelly wasn't, but his dad was, for pinching 2 pigs. And here they are under the Commonwealth rule again. So, you know, the rebellious sort of nature in these people was already a seed in motion, so to speak. But Ned Kelly was a family that was harassed continually by the police, and eventually led to serious crime, and eventually led to his death. Anyway, thanks for coming along for the journey. I hope you enjoyed that. It's very interesting. It's good to know about. It's just good to know about some of our history, and Victoria's full of it. It's a great place, a lot of towns with old historic buildings, and the trail of Ned Kelly. You know, many towns you can go to the courthouses and stand there where he used to stand, and the jails that he was locked up in, and it is truly a very, very interesting trail to follow. So anyway, thanks. Catch you next time.